Well, first off, Coach, I know you got a lot of returning players this season. What are some of your expectations and looking forward to in this coming season?
We've got a interesting roster, I think, in terms of the breakdown of experience on our team. We do have some returning players, but we're also going to be fairly dependent on some of our younger players as well. And I'm anxious to see how they're going to come along and develop and learn our system and contribute. I think a lot of our success will depend on how quickly that happens for them.
And I know Tyler Thayer and Jake Rio, a few of your guards coming back that are going to do a bulk of your scoring, as well as Joey Martin as a senior coming back down low. What are you going to need for those three players to help the team throughout the season?
Well, I think we're going to need a lot of leadership from those kids that are on the floor, especially when you think about the number of minutes that they play, the experience that they've had simply because they've played as younger players. They've logged a lot of minutes. And, you need good leadership every night from your upperclassmen, and we're going to be really demanding them to be effective leaders for us. And, all signs indicate that they've taken that challenge on, and they're doing a good job right now.
I know Class B is very deep, and down the KVAC, Oceanside's pretty good team this year. You also have the MDI and Ellsworth, Always Powers. What are some of those teams that you think are going to be some of the top teams, and how you're going to have to compete with them in this season?
Well, I think that when you look at the league that we play in, and you've obviously got to look at Presque Isle, MDI, Ellsworth. Those 3 or 4 teams that are typically at the top of our league every year certainly are very good teams with well-established programs. And then on the other side of it, KVAC, you've got Camden, you've got Oceanside, like you mentioned, you've got Madomic, and Nokomis is a good team. You've got very good teams in this league, and the biggest thing is you've got to find a way to just get better every night. You've got to find a way to get your kids to work harder and play stronger and pay attention to the details that are going to make them successful. And that's all we're going to try to do, is just to prepare them the best we can and be the best team we can be by the end of the year. And then you just have to win one game. We're going to win one game to keep moving on in the tournament situation.
And I know you stress defense. That's part of your big thing is defense. Is your team kind of built to be pretty successful on the defensive end of the floor this year?
We got a lot of work to do on our defense. I think we could be a pretty good team by the time we're done, but it's all going to depend on how quickly they buy in and how much they buy in and how willing they are to work and get better every day. But we'll see. We've got a long ways to go.
Thank you, Coach.